Yo people, wagwan, I don't know, it's the King Boss. Welcome back to Ron's Tech Hub. This Flymile Action 6 hand grip is going to completely change the way you use your Action 6 camera. Let's get into this. So this is the DJI Osmo Action 6 camera. I think the perfect mini camera for vlogging or any type of action stuff that you do. It's waterproof, it's lovely, it's nice. However, the only problem I have with this is that in terms of grip, it's not the grippiest thing ever. So if you're going to be using it outdoors, you need to get yourself either a tripod, you need to get yourself some attachments. This Flymile Action 6 grip is probably going to be a game changer for me. I've got really big hands, so having something this tiny in my hands, it's a bit awkward to hold it properly sometimes. So if we quickly go around the box, on the front you can see only the label Flymile. You have the Action 6 grip here, plus an Action 6 here as well. The writing in English and in Chinese. On the left hand side of the box, nothing. On the right hand side, nothing. At the top we have all the warnings. At the bottom we have nothing. And at the back we just have some information about the manufacturer, Flymile. When I was looking for accessories for my DJI Osmo Action 6, Flymile continuously came up as one of the cheapest options for every single accessory I was looking for. So I reached out to them and they were the ones that sent me this. So full disclosure, this was sent to me by Flymile, but it's a camera grip. I've got big hands. I need a camera grip. So to get into the box, there's a single tape at the back. So I'm simply gonna get this open by pulling the tape. And if we open the box, this is what we're greeted with. I wasn't aware that we're actually going to get some accessories in here as well. I assumed it was only going to be the grip, but luckily we have some attachment thing here. It has a hook, so I'm guessing we can attach this to a bag, a belt loop, and obviously put your hand through the larger loop as well. We get a cover for the lens. This is quite nice actually. I've always worried about not having a cover over the lens because the lens is just always exposed. So I'm thinking, isn't this thing going to get cracked or scratched? So having this to simply put over it when you're not using it, really nice. We have a typical camera hand strap as well. So I'm guessing there's going to be a section where I can put this thinner cable through and put my hand through it and hold it properly, hold it securely. This seems to be a 1/4 inch screw. I'm not sure what it's going to be used for yet, but we'll explore and find out. Brown paper bag, simply unwrap it. And we have in here, oh, this is nice. This looks and feels very premium. My obsession with weighing things is going to come in here as well. So I've got my kitchen scale on. I'm going to put that down there. This comes in at 198.5. So let's just call it 200 grams. Now coupled with the DJI Osmo Action 6, this is going to be roughly 347. So let's just say 350 grams ish. Still not too heavy, still very usable. So this feels very good in the hand. By the way, this is metal, so there's no plastic. The only place we actually have plastic is a rubberized part of the grip because obviously you need to have a rubber there so you have a better grip. But feels solid. I'm going to put my Action 6 in here to make it a more rigid body, but so far so good. I'm liking this. There is no button per se. It simply has this press area here. So rather than having a traditional style button like this, what you have is a press area, which is this area here, which seems to be pushing down on that tiny part on the inside. So once you press it down, it presses the button, so you don't have to give it too much force. Obviously without the camera in the cage, it feels very one-sided now. So there's a lot of weight here, which means that if you hold it in your hand, you're going to feel it pulling to the right. But when you put the camera in, you shouldn't have that issue. I'm going to go ahead and put the camera in now and then tell you how it feels in hand with the camera inside the cage. Another thing I do want to highlight quickly is that this has a cold shoe adapter built in. Additionally, any cold shoe accessory you have will simply work. And again, this is nice rugged metal, so you should be fine. I have some camera control thing here. This is not going to work with my Action 6, but I just wanted to show it just to show that this cold shoe thing works nicely. So you would simply line your cold shoe thing up and slide it back, and there you go. Fits perfectly. I have a shotgun mic here as well, and I know again it's not going to work with this, but again, just to show you that the cold shoe thing works perfectly fine, I'm going to put this in, then I'm going to simply tighten it, and there we go. But I think the best thing about this is Flymile has their own accessory for this. So I'm going to be fitting this camera light onto the cold shoe mount there once I put the camera in, and I'll have a full proper camera setup. So again, I want to thank the guys over at Flymile for sending me these two items. This is going to be a part of my daily kit now, standard. I probably won't use anything else at this point. So to assemble your Action 6 in here, it tells you to press this area. So I'm going to press it down and this just simply opens up. So there's a hook on there's a tiny hook here which attaches to this section. So I'm going to close it again. There we go, it's closed. I'm going to press to open, grab my Action 6 and simply line it up and slide it in. Once it's all the way to the back, I'm going to come again and simply press this here, lock it in place, and we're good to go. So there we go. DJI Osmo Action 6 fully slotted into the Flymile camera grip. I still have access to my USB-C port, which means I can open this and I can charge my device or do a transfer if I'm using the USB cable. I don't have access to my battery. However, you can get access to the battery without taking the entire cage off. At the bottom, there's a quick release lever. So I'm going to squeeze that in, simply pull it away from the device because the other part's being held in by magnets as well. Pull away, it comes away from it and you can get to your battery from this side. Personally, I'm probably not going to take my camera out of this case because because I just don't want to damage my camera. I just think it's so delicate. So what I'm probably going to be doing is removing that side, squeezing this button here. There's a tiny button here. I'm going to squeeze it and it's going to release this section here. I can pull it away and I have full access to my battery this way. I can simply push to the right and push up, and I can get access to my battery this way. There we go. That way you can take your battery out, put your battery in, take your memory card out and put your memory card back in, and simply push that down. I was just looking at this and I was thinking, I wish I could take this piece off as well, because then I would have a perfect cage for when I don't actually want to use this as a grip. And funnily enough, you can take it off. So now you have a full proper metal case and you still have access to a cold shoe mount. I was thinking again just now, I wish I had access to like a 1/4 inch screw so I could screw on a tripod or something. Then I realized, oh, a 1/4 inch screw did come in the pack. Then I looked to the right hand side and there is a 1/4 inch screw hole or a gap or whatever. So I'm going to grab this, screw this on here. This is probably going to be for one of these hook things. But what I'm going to test quickly as well is I'm going to grab a tripod and try to screw this on there. And the benefit of this is that you can turn your camera anyway, because remember, one of the main selling points of the Osmo Action 6 is that it has a square sensor. So whether you turn it this way or whether you turn it that way, you're still going to get a square sensor, which means that it doesn't really matter which way you film, you're still going to get it. So I'm going to screw this off. I'm going to go grab my tripod and try screwing my tripod base onto here. So this is an old tripod base I have. I've had this for years. I'm going to screw it onto this and see. Yep, fits perfectly fine. Flymile told me that this thing was just supposed to be a camera cage. They didn't tell me it was going to be an all-in-one solution to every single problem I've ever had with my Osmo Action 6. Now if I grab my tripod and I simply slot this in like so, I can lock it in and that's it. I've got my Action 6 mounted to a tripod. And again, that square sensor means that it doesn't matter which way you turn this, you're still going to get your square video, which you can then crop to any format you want. So let me put this back together and use it the way Flymile designed it to be used. Slide this on here. There we go. Then I'm going to clip this back on the right hand side by simply pushing this in, and there we go. We're good to go again. I'm going to screw this 1/4 inch screw back in. Please ensure that you keep this rubber part on there because that's going to prevent your case from being scratched up. I'm going to put on this camera lens cover as well because I definitely don't want my lens to be scratched or damaged. It's going to be a very expensive repair. Cover the lens. That's nice. So with this thinner strap attached, let me just put this on quickly, if I can remember how to do this. This will allow you to obviously put your hand through it. Again, my hands are quite big, and it allows you to tighten. So pull this up, you can tighten it so you can have a nice firm grip on it. So let's say you're doing something, you're filming, you're taking pictures and it does fall out of your hand. You know you're going to be good because this will hold on to it. This other one is a thicker braided like cable and it has a hook on there. I prefer this one, to be fair. Only reason is that I'm very clumsy and I'm very heavy handed with things sometimes. So having something that's a bit more rugged is going to be for me. You could probably leave both of them on there and have it for different use cases. And there we go. We have a full Flymile camera cage setup for the DJI Osmo Action 6. And I think as a bonus, I might as well put this light on as well to see how well it looks and see how well it works. So this is a simple fill light. Let me get into the box quickly. There's not much here. Open that up, pour that out. We have instructions here, which I'm definitely going to read. Not USB-A to USB-C cable for charging because this does have a battery built in. And we have the light. On the left hand side, we have a flap with a USB-C port for charging. On the right hand side, nothing. And on the top, we have two buttons. We have this button on the right hand side here is for power. So if I turn off this light here, this button here is going to be for power. Hold it down, you get your light. And then this other button is going to be for cycling through the levels of power. If you press that power button again, it's going to cycle through different colors. So as you can see, that's probably like a bluish looking one, orangey reddish, the white light, and back to blue again. So we have a few ways that we can mount this. We can use the cold shoe adapter here with a 1/4 inch screw, or if we squeeze the sides, it's a quick release, and we have the typical Action 6 or Action camera quick release, which means that you have the option to mount it to the very bottom of the camera, like so. This is quite nice actually, because I find sometimes if you mount a light to the top or something on the top of your camera, you have to keep peeking over it or peeking around it to see. So having the option to put it at the bottom as well is quite nice. But for some people, they're probably just going to stick with putting this back on here, then just using the cold shoe adapter at the top, and you have your traditional smart camera setup. And again, press that button and hold it down to turn the light on. I'm going to turn off all the lights in the basement where I am so you guys can see how bright this is. That's the overhead ring light off, spotlights off as well. I think it gives good coverage. That's pretty decent. I'm going to press the button on the left hand side to increase the level. So that's level 1, the lowest one, level 2, level 3, and back to off again. So I'm going to leave it on level 3. That's the brightest it will get. And this seems well lit to me. Again, if you're going to be filming relatively close to you or just trying to give a general area a bit more light, this is going to be more than enough. And don't forget that if you press the power button one more time, you can change a different color. So that's the blue one, that's the orangey yellowy one, and that's the white light. This is probably going to give you much better stability because you have this grip here. So the wobble that you would normally have pinching the camera like this to hold it probably is not going to be present anymore. It's a very ergonomic grip. It feels like a traditional camera grip where you hold the side and you simply press down on this area here to take the video or to take the picture you want. You have 2 straps. I'm probably going to leave both straps on here so I can just have super protection, I guess. And the fact that it comes with a cold shoe mount as well means that you can mount your light, you can mount an actual microphone here as well. You can mount any accessory you have. This is going to be a very decent travel stroke vlogging setup, and I would recommend, if you guys are interested, go over to the Flymile website. I'll put the links in the description for this specific item. They have a black one as well, by the way, but check out their website. They have loads of stuff on there, and I think they're one of the cheapest companies that I've come across that sells good quality metallic accessories. In the next video, I'm going to try and be outside showing you the difference between just holding the camera by itself, my handheld grip, versus using the camera grip. I'm going to be showing me doing videos and doing pictures as well. So you know what? Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.